Yeah? You ready for me to ask you like the same questions I've asked you for the last hour or so? Yeah? Get moving on that?
Are there any late night LaMonte t-shirts left?
Dude, okay, so tell me that. Like, I wonder that, because you were around the league, like, you were on different teams. You're obviously paying attention to your brother's team, the Giants. You see what an exciting year 2021 is, and 107 wins and all that. LaMonte Jr. is a huge part of that. When you see this going on across the league, I mean, you were in the Minnesota organization, right? I mean, you see this guy, you're out there in Minnesota, you're like, damn, this guy's hitting tanks for my brother's team now, winning ball games, man. How much did LaMonte's 2021 and the Giants' 2021 ring throughout the rest of Major League Baseball?
It was big. It was big. Late night LaMonte was a real thing, and especially especially the further east you go, the more late it gets.
It was like early morning LaMonte.
Yeah. So we're talking breakfast LaMonte.
Good deal. So that 2021 season, though, for the Giants, that was magical. Like, as magical as it felt here, it was a surprise, I think, to a lot of people here. Maybe not to anybody who was on the team. They believed in themselves. They set that goal out at the beginning of the season. But to see that play out from afar and to just sort of have that connection to Tyler, what did that feel like? How was that? What did teams think of the Giants that year?
You know, everybody was asking me, what's going on over there? What's your brother's intel? I just told them, that team's tight. The families hang out together. All the players hang out together. It just seemed like a tight-knit group. And then I came here for game 1 and 2 of the playoffs that year against the Dodgers, and fans were incredible.
That was a rocking 2 games. I was here for both of those too. That was a wild couple of days.
Right. So yeah, the first game I was out in the stands, and everybody was wondering why the Submariner was drinking beer. But that was funny. But it just proved, how good the fans are here. And same thing is, I was on my flight on the way out here, and everybody's asking me if I'm the Submariner. So the Giants know are better fans because they know Tyler.
Good deal. Very cool answer. LaMonte, we got a piece of you last year. We were all so excited to get you back, and you were banged up a little bit last year. We didn't get you the start of the year. You came back, and I think you burst onto the scene immediately. Had a home run or two your first couple of games back, and I know that this offseason was a big deal for you to get healthy and to make sure you were going to have a sustainable 2022. Tell us about your offseason and how you're looking forward to 2023, because I think we're all expecting to see you at first base an awful lot this year.
Yeah, off-season's been going good. It's still going. So, no, I started working out as soon as I got home, took a couple of days off, and right back to the gym in the mornings. Then at night, I got my physical therapy, trying to build up my lower half with the knees and the hamstrings, and just trying to be sustainable for 162 days. So definitely been taking it serious this off-season and just really focusing on my health.
And Tyler, we know how close you and your brother are. I mean, we did the kids Q&A. I see a couple of faces that are here that were hanging out at that a while ago, and I think we all got a feel for how tight you guys are and how much you guys get along and how you're on the same wavelength. How much was this a dream? I mean, you got to the big leagues, 2018, 19?
Yeah, 2019.
In 2019, you got called up. Your brother was already in the bigs, and you were in the minor leagues for 7 years. How long you were
Yep.
in the minor leagues as a pro baseball player trying to make it? I'm sure at some point you wonder if it's going to happen. Once you got here and this was a possibility, I mean, this had to seem like a pipe dream. You playing alongside your twin brother.
Yeah, it wasn't even. We were kind of talking about it earlier today. Like, everyone was like, this must be a dream. We never even dreamed of this. Like, this wasn't even a thought in our mind. Like, yeah, we both wanted to play in the big leagues, but being on the same team, that never even crossed my mind until this off season. So it's I wish there's no word to describe it. There really isn't, but it's we have no expectations. We're just gonna let everything kind of come organically and just enjoy the heck out of it.
I have a one-word question that could describe it. Bunk beds? No? Did you guys do that? No bunks?
We didn't have bunk beds growing up. We did share a room till about 6th grade, and then my dad finished the basement for us so we could kind of get our own space
Nice.
there. Yeah.
You gotta get away a little bit. Makes you closer. Makes you pigeonholed into, we gotta make this kid play year-round baseball or basketball, or that's his sport or her sport, where I think the more sports the kids play, the more you learn how to be the best kid on your team or the worst kid or somewhere in between. You learn different skills, different abilities. How much did that impact, you think, being a good teammate and a good professional athlete?
I think you just get more rounded in the sports world, and yeah, You pretty much covered it there.
Yeah, sorry, I took all that. Did it help? I guess I should ask. Did it help?
I think it does. You know, you get a feel for the way football is, and you can kind of bring that mentality to baseball, or you can bring the basketball mentality to baseball, and I think it just helps it become more well-rounded. And for tie-dye, is we had to have a certain GPA to play sports, and that was always good motivation. Yeah, I don't think you get burned out. Like if you just do one sport all the time, maybe you might get burned out on that. You know.
Have we got one down here? Do you have one here?
I got one over
We'll
here.
start here. We'll come up. We'll work our way over that way.
Tyler and Taylor, we wanted to know what's the best way to tell you guys apart other than the way you pitch.
We've had this question a lot today, and I think our answer is poor, because I don't know. I know the difference, so I don't know how to help you. I just know that if that's him. So I wish I had a better answer.
LaMonte, do you have a strategy? Have you figured it out yet? Because I think haircut right now I can tell the difference.
I was about to say that right now, Taylor's hair is a little longer than
But that's gonna flip.
But it will change throughout the season. But the more you're around them, you will be able to tell them apart. I feel like.
Yeah.
But it is tough just for fans. I can see the struggle, but it will be tough.
It will be tough.
And when in doubt, just call him Raj.
Hey, you're right. They'll both turn. You'll just dish it out to somebody. If we go mustache May again, maybe just one of you can do it. No? They're not in on that. They both got to do it. Collar shirt. There we go. Are you guys? You play a lot of golf?
I like to play golf. I like to play basketball too. Ask LaMonte. Play a little basketball.
Oh, have you guys played ball together?
Yeah, Raj likes to take the credit for that. But I like to remember myself holding my own. In Minnesota, when we were in Minnesota, there's a back storage area where we had a hoop in the back, and anytime there's a rain out or a weather delay, which happened a lot in Minnesota, we would go back there and Raj would come to the locker room like, ball in the air, and we'll go back there and we'll play horse, and Raj would win most of the games, but I would come in second between Raj and Cave.
So was that the term, ball in the air, and that meant we're going?
Ball in the air.
That meant we're off.
Then we're going. Forget the baseball. Let's go play horse in the back.
Do you have a go-to horse shot? Is there a good shot? Are you a straight up horse player? Just knocking down James.
Anything goes until the end. If I got LaMonte on S,
Got him on the road.
you gotta finish him on the free throw line. Can't win games if you don't shoot your free throws.
And he would say that too.
You knew I was gonna
He
say
would say
that.
that.
He would say that.
He exactly said it. You can't win games unless you make your free throws.
Well, we're in like a 2.5-hour delay waiting to take on the Tigers. You know what I mean? It's like middle of the fourth, trying to get through this one. Any other questions out there? Hey, Andrea.
Hi, my name's Andrea. I'm an astrologer in Berkeley. And I was wondering, how many minutes apart are you? Because there might be slight differences in your astrology chart. So I'd be curious to the exact birth time of both of you.
Your exact birth times each, please.
He was 11:27. I was 11:28. We were about 30 seconds apart.
Oh, so you really might have identical charts. Have you ever had your astrology chart done?
No.
Because that would be interesting for twins to see if you have the exact chart or if there's some minor difference.
Andrea, I spent about 2 hours with them today. Exactly the same chart. I guarantee it's the same chart. We don't have to run any tests or get any graphs or receive tape. We know for sure. It's like Ivan Drago in Rocky IV. He's like punching that machine. All that stuff's playing out. Any other questions? Anybody else got one? Up front, right here. What do we got?
To go to the Warrior game tonight. Let's see, let's go with Lamont. Everyone's going to the Warrior game tonight, I heard. And what would you say is your favorite player on the Warriors? Who do you relate to?
Favorite player on the Warriors?
Oh, I'm not going to the Warrior game, but I think the first. What was it? Who's the best Warrior player?
Who do you relate to the most?
Who do you relate to on the Warriors?
Oh, I like Kuminga.
Ooh, nice. Are you guys going to the Warrior game tonight? The Rogers brothers?
No, we're not.
They weren't invited.
No.
So whoever told you we're all going, they weren't.
Yeah,
I'm not going. No, I wasn't invited either. Guess everybody's going. Did Papa say it? I bet Greg.
There are guys going, but I don't think everybody's going.
Steph or LeBron?
Right now or all time?
I just threw two names out. You just
Gotta get somebody in trouble.
I know. I was trying to give the newest giant a layup, but Steph or LeBron.
I'm a UK guy. I cheer for all the Kentucky guys.
Oh, the Kentucky dudes. Did you go to Kentucky?
I did.
They play today. Big game today.
Yeah, big game. So I just cheer for the Kentucky guys around the league.
We gotta talk more. I'm a Kentucky hoops guy myself. We got another one over here.
Hi, my question's for Tyler. You mentioned earlier that you didn't start pitching sidearm until freshman year of college. Are there ever times where you wish you could go back to pitching overhand, or are you kind of stuck in your ways with the side pitching?
I guess I'm kind of stuck throwing sidearm now. As much as I'd love to be able to throw over the top and not throw 84, it would be maybe funner, but I'm also kind of stuck with the white shoes now. I went with the white cleats, and that kind of stuck with me as well. I wore black cleats one time last year, and then I threw them away right after that.
Yeah, could you imagine rolling in now and telling Kappa, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna bang the whole Under-Armour thing? They're like, that's why you're here, man. That's why we brought you up. You can't ditch it now. Do we have another one? We have another question over here. Okay, we talked about this one earlier with these two guys. I'll get LaMonte in on this one. We were debating earlier. We were doing like either ors. We were doing like smooth peanut butter or crunchy peanut butter. And was it you, Taylor, brought up? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Or was that it? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's it.
This became a whole debate. Did you know about this debate, Lamont?
I did not.
This has been a debate now for years. Some people believe a hot dog is a sandwich. Show of hands. Who thinks a hot dog's a sandwich? It's a small percentage of you. It's a vocal minority, is what it is.
No, it's not a sandwich.
No, it's not a sandwich. Do you believe it's a sandwich?
No, but I just heard some good arguments for it.
What were
So it
some
kind of just made you think.
Anybody want to make the case? No. What were the good arguments you heard for it?
Meat between bread. Sandwich.
Meat in between bread. Now, my counter argument is a hot dog is always a hot dog, whether there's bread on it or not.
Facts.
It's kind of it. Ungodly breaking stuff versus minor league baseball. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Give it up for LaMonte. Get you ready for the 2023 season. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah.